Salut tout le monde, c'est Félix Séraphin. On se retrouve pour un nouvel épisode de Dragon Age 2. Donc là, en gros, on vient de terrasser une wyvern. Et donc maintenant, on va se rendre au château Hain pour accomplir la suite de notre mission, c'est-à-dire voler un rubis.
Right. Done with the wyverns and various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
Oui, j'ai chopé tout ce qu'il y avait à choper.
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
Here we go again.
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
Why else would the party be in the garden? He probably has someone breaking a window right now.
I could make that work, actually. But in the meantime, let's find someone with a key.
Let's split up. We don't want the Duke to think we're laying siege to his party.
Talus and I will look for the key. Get out of sight and watch for chevaliers or guards.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
If anyone wants to laud my heroic achievements, I'm happy to listen.
Well said.
Oula.
Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
Ah, il a comme animal de compagnie une wyvern, qu'il a appelée Léopold.
I don't suppose Leopold knows how to fetch or play dead.
Alas, he seems to think it's our duty to amuse him. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hain. Enjoy a taste of our Legion hospitality.
Et donc là, on doit profiter de ce banquet pour voler le rubis. Oula.
I need another glass of wine.
That doesn't look like a real gold sovereign.
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. It's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
Voilà des gens avec qui on peut taper la causette.
Champion, I cannot thank you enough for your kindness to my poor Emile. I may have to enlist your services in finding him again. You were so good at it before. When he was in the circle, he wrote to me every day. Now I get nothing, not a word.
What kind of apostate on the run doesn't write to his mother? Do you think he's become an abomination?
An abomination? Oh, my poor baby! Oh, the scandal! What would people think? I cannot bear to think of this any longer. Good day, ma sœur.
De quoi casser l'ambiance.
Always delighted to see you, champion.
I think it will be quite an interesting evening don't you?
Stand back.
Kahir must
My,
like you,
my.
my dear
I never
Hawk.
thought you'd actually attend,
He's not
champion.
usually so polite.
I was hoping it would be a shock. Part of my plan to become the most talked about noble in Thedas. If I'm any judge, your scheme will succeed. What do you think of the party so far? Recommendations for people I should shut up? The gentleman over there is Bantegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son. Who are the worst in the crowd? Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later. I get the feeling that everyone here is a moment away from tearing each other apart. Don't get between the Comtesse de Lancey and the wine, or we will certainly see bloodshed.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Sorry, Elegant. Places to go, canapés to eat. You know how it is.
Bon. Tiens, c'est le Bantegan et sa femme Isolde qui sont apparus dans Dragon Age Origins.
Champion, it's good to see you again. I'm sure you don't remember me. We met when King Alistair made his trip to Kirkwall. I'm Bantegan Gerrin.
You think I often intervene between Meredith and foreign heads of state? Wait, actually, yes, that's pretty normal for me.
You remind me a great deal of someone I once knew.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I beg your pardon. Isolde, this is the champion of Kirkwall. Hawk, allow me to present our lesser Isolde.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulcie de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Monsieur Hawk. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers. Yes, Isolde, I'll tell him the story about the undead. Please, excuse me, Sirrah.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to...
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate.
Tiens,
Another
C'est-
caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
c'est Leliana qu'on a rencontré, enfin qui apparaît dans Dragon Age Origins et qu'on a rencontré dans les épisodes précédents.
Sister Nightingale? Champion! It is good to see you again under less dire circumstances. Talis?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself? I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orlais. It keeps life exciting. Well, I'm glad you two had this chance to chat.
Yes, it was very fortuitous. We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Champion, what a surprise. Seneschal, dear, introduce me to your delicious
Oh, la
friend.
voix.
Serendipity. This is Sirrah Hawk.
Awkward. So, can we talk about something else now?
Je me demande si l'elfe là c'est pas un travesti.
The canapes are interesting, aren't they? And everyone here is so upper class.
What an astute observation.
We should get moving. Lots of people to greet. It was a pleasure meeting everyone.
Don't be a stranger.
Tiens, voilà le marchand. Bon, je vais lui vendre tout ça.
Hawk, do you even know why you're picking these coins up?
They're shiny. Don't pretend you wouldn't do it too.
Alors voyons voir un peu côté équipement. Allez, je vais lui refiler ceci. Donc là, sur le coup, on n'est que 2.
Put what you found to good use. I discovered more social interests. You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in you, after all.
Bon, alors là, j'explore les lieux. Ah zut, on peut pas entrer.
Can I help you?
On va jouer la comédie.
I've been stung by a bee. I think it's swelling. Maker, am I dying? The swelling is almost as big as your head. Don't just stand there, man. Do something before it's too late. If I die, make sure the world knows. I died at Chateau Hay.
There's no need for such drama. Come with me. I will see what I can do.
Leave him to me. A few moments alone, and I can get us the key to the chateau.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
We'll go out there and mingle until we find a way in. Or get so full of caviar and wine we fall asleep.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So let's find the servant. How many could there be?
One for every cheese tray?
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
An excellent party, I'm sure.
Pardon me, Sir Guard, but could we have a moment of your time?
Anything for the Duke's honored guests.
I've just encountered some Ferelden band wearing the same outfit as me. I need to change immediately.
Her ladyship cannot be seen like this. It would be an insult to 2 nations. There could be riots, wars!
A matter of social life or death. Get me into the castle now.
I can see this is a matter of utmost importance, but I'm afraid I do not have the power to help you.
Décidément.
Whatever you do, don't try that cheese from the Underfell.
You're blocking my view of the
Is something the matter?
My friend here has had a bit too much wine. She needs to sit down inside before she gets sick on a duchess.
Oh, I can hear the ocean in my head. Tide goes in, tide goes... Ow.
That's never a good sign.
My apologies, but I couldn't let you in, even if I wished to.
Encore raté.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfells. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Who needs more despair in their diet? What is that good for?
I've heard that artists are fond of it.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
What a scandalous reprieve from olive duty. Think of what the other servants will say.
The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Maybe we could steal dessert spoons and start tunneling under the wall.
That's not terrible. Hang on to that idea. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Ouais, on a vraiment pas de chance, hein. Ah, voilà, le fils du duc.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawk?
Talus here has a message for you, Lord Cyril. It seems to be urgent.
This should only take a moment, my friends. Enjoy the party in my absence.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could just... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. Go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawk. Go on.
Seems like I could save time and just assume a plan will fall apart from the start.
It hasn't fallen apart. It's just, not entirely cooperating with reality. Just go try something. So good luck with that.
Thanks.
So is that it? That's the whole game?
I'd like to thank all the little people who made this moment possible.
Let's just get going.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
I thought you might be a man of refined tastes.
I have a great appreciation for beauty.
I just was with these. Why don't we talk again after the party?
You have it! Tell me you have it!
Was there ever any doubt?
Good, then we can find the... jewel and get this over with.
On a réussi à choper la clé cette fois.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
Allez, on va la draguer.
And here I thought we were getting along so well.
I can't imagine anyone I would rather attend an Orlesian party with, even if you are human. Let's find that door and get inside.
More wine, madame?
À présent, on va pouvoir entrer en douce dans le château.
All set.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us.
Oh merde.
You could have walked away.
Of course he didn't walk away. That'd be a bad trait in a guard.
I know that.
It's not like his family can say, we thought he only had to bake cookies.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly, alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Et sur le coup, on a le choix entre la jouer en finesse ou la jouer bourrine. Sur le coup, on va opter pour la finesse.
Don't relish the thought of 24 guards chasing me around the chateau. Quiet's the way to go.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Try not to be seen.
Donc là, on va devoir la jouer discret. Ah, là, c'est le truc. Si je me mets sur le truc rouge du garde, ça veut dire que je peux me faire repérer. Distraire.
What's up?
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Ah là, je me suis fait repérer, donc quand je me fais repérer, j'atterris direct ici. Ok, faut pas
Did you hear about the Duke's
que je
meeting
me
with the
plante.
Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Il faut que je reste planqué ici.
Let's move.
Et j'ai des choses à choper par ici.
Can't speak now. I've too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see her wither and go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
Recette.
What exactly are aspects?
Alors, journal du chef. Vous avez découvert une note intéressante dans le journal du cuisinier qui vous aidera peut-être à contaminer la nourriture de Léopold. J'ai essayé une nouvelle garniture pour les crêpes ce matin. Un peu de poisson gelé, quelques tranches de fromage bien fait et beaucoup de navets. Ça a refilé la courante au duc pour toute la journée. Remarque que moins de navets la prochaine fois. Donc là, En gros, je peux... Là, je vais accomplir une petite quête secondaire pour empoisonner la nourriture de Léopold. On l'a...
I think Leopold's going to be an unhappy wyvern after that.
Bon, voilà. Sur ce, on continue. Voilà, je regardais vite fait s'il n'y avait pas des choses à choper. Là, j'ai une nouvelle petite compétence. Sur le coup, je peux estourbir un garde, c'est-à-dire l'assommer. Ok, je vais choper une clé.
What's the matter? I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this.
10 hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story.
That should do it.
Come this way.
You know, if you turn your head, the crest on that pennant looks like 2 ducks and a goat jumping out of a barrel.
Ok, là. Oh merde, je me suis fait repérer. Et à chaque fois que je me fais repérer, je retourne à un des points de départ. Enfin, ça me remet direct...
What was that? Noted off, I suppose.
Oh merde. C'est vraiment compliqué cette affaire, hein.
I must be hearing things. God, what?
Ouf. J'ai réussi.
What does Babette want now?
Her tea was too cold.
Oh, of course. It's either too hot or too cold.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Ok, sympa la petite discussion. Incertitude. Bon, j'avais la flemme de lire cette fois.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of despair. I'm not a madman.
Bon, la porte est verrouillée, donc faut que j'aille par là pour l'instant. Oh merde.
Be quick, but careful.
Oh, my head. What was that about?
An honest stand would serve with more distinction than you, maggots. This may be a garden party, but will not be sipping fruity drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat.
Come.
Never forget that. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax.
Chevalier standards. Carver adores this rubbish. All set.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Avoir jeté les pièces dans la fontaine, j'ai pu grâce à ça débloquer une petite compétence pour Hawk.
Try not to be seen.
Ok.
Is someone there?
Ok, j'en ai assommé un.
Didn't see anything. Bugger Prosper's vault if someone got past. What was that scrabbling noise?
Not going to happen.
Merde. Ok, faut que j'assomme également ce gars-là. Et voilà, j'ai pu choper la clé.
Nodded off, I suppose. If the floor hot enough.
That should do it.
Try not to be seen.
C'est bon. C'était limite.
Keeping me off patrol.
This is it.
Ok, on y est presque. Ah, un piège.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
Ok. Bon. Bon, j'ai la flemme de vous lire le truc, hein. Ok. Donc on appuie simultanément sur plusieurs interrupteurs pour ouvrir des portes. Et voilà. Ça maintiendra une des portes ouvertes. Ça y est, on a ouvert la porte. Maintenant, on entre.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Et merde.
Don't fret, my dear.
Et voilà, on s'est fait choper.
I see the party's moved indoors.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I knew it.
You did?
Have you met my friends? All of them are crazy and most of them are killers.
Clever girl. Have you also deduced that your elven friend is Kunari?
Oula, Kunari.
You're Kunari. It's complicated.
Après, Kunari, c'est... Ça désigne pas que la race, hein, ça désigne également leur religion. Et là, on sait, comme qui dirait, bien fait avoir.
This sort of thing happens to me all the time. You'd think I'd learn.
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Ase hasatra mas.
Mas avas trasokolon. Take them away.
Et voilà, on s'est fait choper. Et nous voilà en tôle.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
You're angry, aren't you? Look on the bright side. The Duke didn't have us killed. That's gotta be worth something, right? Unless he has something worse planned.
Allez, on va la draguer.
Then we'd best make use of the few moments we have.
Not a fan of tunneling our way out, I take it.
Tunneling is for chumps.
Oh, the things you say.
If you prefer, I could yell at you instead.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
Oula, donc en somme, le cœur de Légion, c'était pas un joyau, mais un couple de kunari.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
Oula.
You're right. I can think of many people who would be improved by the loss of a head.
You're joking, but you're also right. That doesn't mean it's the solution for everyone.
So everyone else just loses a foot? Maybe a big toe?
Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lot? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
Ok, là, je sais pas trop quoi dire.
I'm not arguing about this.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
Et en somme, c'est une elfe qui fait partie des kunari.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
Oula.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari, the one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrath. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Qunari?
Not every Qunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen, people who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrath means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees. nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrith remind us of our common goal.
That sounds like something the Kunari would really like everyone to believe.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrath.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Kunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
You mentioned the heart of...
Oups, j'ai déjà demandé ça.
Not every Kunari agrees. I probably don't sound very convincing.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also Basilit An, remember? An outsider worthy of respect.
You know about that?
Of course. If there was anyone a Kunari should or would consider going to for help, it's you.
Ah bah Salitan, c'est comme ça que les Kunari désignent ceux qui sont dignes de respect. Et donc dans les épisodes précédents, on avait gagné le respect de l'Arishak.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
Really? I wouldn't notice a thing?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
Bon là.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
And we are back to front yet again.
Blessed Andraste guide us, protect our friends in this dark hour.
Right, prayer. Useful. Useful. Or we could do something.
Guide us by the wisdom of your light. In silence.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Ah bah.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
Safe and sound. This is why I never rush when you're in trouble.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
Here, we found your equipment.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawk. I'll help you either way.
Rusty bless you.
Ok, j'en ai aidé un à se faire la malle.
My eternal thanks.
Ah, les gardes.
Let's hope this escape route works.
If we get to the caves, we'll be safe, I think.
I've got almost a whole cookbook. Do you suppose one of the sisters will loan me a few pans?
Look at these guys. Or would you like me to swab your poop deck, matey?
Oh, Carver, stop.
Sorry.
Oula, un arlequin. Merde, Carver s'est fait buter. Oh merde. Merde, Hawk s'est fait buter. Ah, Thalys, j'ai oublié pour elle les potions. Allez, on y est presque. Allez. Allez, on y est presque.
Got us through that one. Good start. And there's Val Royeaux. One for every major city in Orlais. Wonder if the other wardens will be jealous. Huh? Does that look like a map to you?
See? Caves, just like I said.
How did you know about this?
I stole old plans from the Fourth Blight. This was a retreat, they called it. At any rate, there's an exit that leads out onto the mountainside. That's your way out.
Avant de m'y rendre, je vais aller là-haut. Oh merde.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Jason. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it. Hold them. I'm releasing the pets.
Oula. Là, je vais voir les gardes à buter.
We stand together!
Let's move on. I don't think we're getting out this way now.
We'll have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
Perhaps he forgot to pee.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
Ah, c'est la salle du trésor.
Vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here.
Bon. Je vais garder la suite pour une autre fois. Allez, à bientôt tout le monde.